Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where things are going pretty well here. Let's take a look at the faith. Yeah, Tengri's doing pretty well. There's no doubt about that. We've stamped out quite a lot of Caberite. That's good. But let's also look at cultures here. I mean, yeah, that's going to be a thing. That's going to be a thing. I like how the realm map is basically identical to the ruler map. That's actually hilarious. We don't have any Habsburgs going on here. Okay, sounds good. So what do we want to consider doing at this point? I mean, this guy just took over. He has an heir. That's nice. We should probably educate this child. We can't send him to university right now, can we? Well, we would need 1,500 gold to do that. We'll just hold off for the moment. We're not going to ransom anybody. That's not going to happen. And we're going to let this tick up to 1,500. That will take 2-month ticks. And that'll be fine. We'll attend this guy's feast. I'm sure he's not going to try to poison us. However, we need to keep in mind we do have our kingdom claims that we can go after again. We could go after the Byzantine Empire if we wanted to. We've carved into them quite a bit already. There's also Umayyad over here. They're a kingdom tier realm. Now that's interesting. Are they the largest kingdom tier realm? I think they are. So with that being the case, if we were to declare on them, we would need their primary kingdom, which would be Umayyad Sultanate. And I think because they're a kingdom tier realm, we'd get all of this, I think. We seize all titles within the realm belonging de jure to the target title and all occupied counties outside it. Right. Okay, so if we were to fully occupy them, we'd get everything. Fascinating. That is absolutely fascinating. There's also, of course, the Byzantine Empire. I don't suppose anybody has any fantastic claims here. Probably not, although some of these claims are somewhat interesting, I suppose. But no, I think that we're going to want to deal with the Byzantine Empire, probably with our Holy War. And that would be, of course, a Holy War for Kingdom. And we'd probably target something along the lines of Thessalonica. Yeah, I think we'd probably go for Thessalonica. Now, this isn't the most number of counties, but it does include Constantinople. So, that's interesting for sure. Now, there's also some non-kingdom wars to be waged over here. There's quite a bit of Jerusalem up here, actually. But there's quite a bit of non-kingdom war to be waged here, and that would be just cleanups in these areas. So that's fantastic. The real question, of course, is what do we want to go after? I'm kind of crippled by choice right now. We have a lot that we can do. Maybe we should go after the Umayyads and just occupy everything that they have. If we did that, it would have to be a seaborne invasion. That'd be very interesting for sure. There's also these guys down over here. I think that they're less big of a kingdom. But yeah, we've got a lot of time here left. We've got about 130 years. And I definitely want to continue to carve into the Byzantine Empire. I want to push down over this way. I want to clean all of this up. Are these kingdom tier realms up here? Duchy tier, duchy tier, duchy tier, duchy tier. County, county, duchy. Duchy. Scotland is a kingdom tier, but they're also a 1 province. So none of these are kingdom tier. We could go after the British Isles pretty easily. And that would be fascinating. It's very awkward that Adal holds this. Very awkward indeed. Nobody would currently line up to join our realm, which is sad. But I really do think that we should just declare a war. That said, our troop count is not currently amazing. Let's bump up to absolute crown authority. That will help it pretty dramatically. I believe our primary issue with our troop count is simply our vassal opinions, though. Let's go into here. Yeah, our vassals aren't too happy. Most of them are in prison, so there's that. But are they really going to be able to do anything in here? Before we get into a big war, we should find out. So let's tick forward a little while here, I think. Let's let our monthly income take us up over 1,500. Let's go ahead and get our son educated. Send to university. There we go. And we're going to set that up as a stewardship education because we want that sweet, sweet domain limit. Now, our wife is not the absolute best at increasing our domain, but is she actually working on that? Yeah, she's on managed domain. Okay. Sounds good. So, I mean, we're not really too concerned about revoking this from our brother, although 90%. Interesting. Very interesting. It would be an act of tyranny, and I don't really want to work up our acts of tyranny just yet. We are currently on family focus, and that is a thing. I would like to move back over here soon enough, but when can we change that? July 13, 16, so 4 years. So that'll give us some time to build up some children, hopefully. Hopefully. And how are we actually doing on our vassal limit? I didn't actually see there. 76 out of 60. So that would help our troop count if we were to clean that up a little bit. What can we work on with that, though? These are independent. This up here should be remaining clean from here on out. So the question becomes, where do we have, like, counts reporting to us? I mean, we've got this duke, which isn't ideal. Yeah, we've got these guys, which are expected. This is a con, and then immediately down to here. So we don't... Well, this is actually by... what is this sorted by? Power level? I'm not certain what this is sorted by right now. I'm guessing it's power. These are our feudal vassals, these are our clan vassals, and these are our republic vassals. That's all well and good, but what I actually want is to find them sorted by rank, and that didn't appear to be an option there. I mean, we could potentially find it via some other tool, possibly the find tool, but that's all well and good for now. That con escaped, and that's okay. It looks like we're not going to see major issues over here. So if we were to fight this guy, he could muster about 53,000 troops. That is a pretty big war. We could also think about fighting Navarra instead, but that is less big of a land grab. We could fight Navarra as our holy war. In theory. Within the target title, all titles held by rulers are vassalized by you. So we would take all of this. Yeah. So, I mean, that's not really a fantastic option right now. I definitely want to use our kingdom invasion on the Umayyads. That's for sure. Our concubine is bearing our child. That's probably good. We are chilling on not exactly as much troops as I would like at this exact moment. Yeah, that's what we're waiting for, right there. This is a Liberty faction. Okay. The question is, do we want to let this fire? The answer to that is maybe definitely. Domain limit out over there? Yeah, we're going to keep going down power and prosperity. Maybe we do want these to fire. This guy's the current leader. We could stop him at any time we wanted to. He's down over here. Interesting. For now, I'm going to take no action on this. I think I might be okay with this Liberty faction firing. We'll see who all is interested in that. I don't want to attack the Umayyads until the Liberty faction is dealt with. In the meantime, we can bank up cash just in case. I do want to check. Let's see. This guy only half endorses us. So we should probably consider sending him a gift. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. And that bumps it up to 124 per month out of 159.5. Ah. So the Pope is declaring on Romagna. Okay. So, I mean, that's this here. Which is mostly held by the Byzantines, hilariously. There aren't many Catholic rulers left, though. That's the thing. There's actually very few. And most of those are in our territory. Hilarious. So, I mean, there's this over here. Hello, pause menu. There's this over here. I feel like that's not really much of a threat. The main problem is that these wars will overlap, right? That's the primary issue here. We could stop the Liberty faction. Not right now, we can't. Well, actually, maybe. This is our niece? Wait, this is our brother-in-law? Well, that's easy. I probably should have checked that easy, previously. There we go. We're going to get this guy out of that Liberty faction. That's going to drop them by quite a lot, but not down below the 70% mark. It will disband the target, and we'll see if they recreate it fast enough. But we'll just pop that and bounce that faction for now. No real problem there. But this definitely means that we're going to wait on our conquest until after the crusade is dealt with. There's no doubt about that. None of these guys can we negotiate with, but they're also not powerful enough to do anything. So that's fine. Those short reign years are going to go away very soon. No, we're not ransoming people. You can give up on that. It's not happening. Hey, imprisoning a Khan. I like it. Always good. Should be fine. So when is this crusade going to launch? Here in 13 months. Sounds good. He has 28,000 troops pledged. Oh, we just got a Yemen war. Okay. Started 2 years ago. 8% ticking war score on our side. Do we think that we can get rid of this war before the crusade? That's in 13 months. How long is it going to take to raise up our men-at-arms? 8 months, but actually only 3. Okay. We'll do that, and we'll raise a few levy troops. I don't think we need more than a couple thousand. So we'll let those 3 months pass here. And we should be able to wrap up this war before the crusade, I think. So that's exactly what we're going to look to do. We're going to raise around 5,000 here. Should not need more than that. That's 4,000 and 5,000. Okay. Now we're waiting on our men-at-arms. We're going to split this, and we're going to put just 2,000 down here. Yes, I know that this is not really a very large siege force, and I said that we are changing our doctrine. In this scenario, we don't need more. We know where their troops are, and this is a really small-scale war. So it should be fine. Our men-at-arms will arrive in 20 days. And we're going to begin a slow siege out over here. 10 days. 10 months on the crusade. So that's our timer. We have to be done with this war before then. We're going to split off our trebs. The trebs are going to head down to the siege. These guys group together, and we're going to go fight the enemy army. Excellent. Okay, we'll imprison a countess and a prince. Sounds good. Smithies and training grounds have been constructed. We do want to continue working on our constructions. So let's pop up over here and work on those real quick. We are also going to have windmills finishing up in how long? Very, very soon, actually. We're probably not going to focus too hard on the windmills just yet, because I do want to get those kingdom claims dealt with. We want to get that expansion after all. So we're going to make our way up over here. Looks like we still catch them. No problem whatsoever there. We want to make sure we have a siege leader down over here. And so we'll put in... this guy will do. Excellent. 3 months on that siege. Ticking war score is still on our side. We're going to catch this. This is probably going to be a stack wipe and net us our 50% war score. Unless we capture their leader and just end the war here. We'll see. Yeah, that's our 50% war score there. In fact, we're not capped there. We're going to move these guys down over here where it's a level 1 fort, and we'll just do that for now. Slightly greedy, but I think we'll be okay. We just stack wiped him, so there shouldn't be a problem there. Our ally is sieging his capital, and we've got 8 months here. Let's see about putting in a siege leader over here, and it will be one of these. I'm sure we've got one. Maybe. No siege leader? No siege leader. Okay. We don't have one available. Sounds good. We're going to wrap up this siege in just 15 days, and we're going to head over to their capital next. Help out our allies with that siege. That puts us up to 75%. I do expect that the capital siege will end the war. We've got 6 months on the crusade and 7 months on the siege here, but we're going to massively increase our number of siege weapons once we arrive. From 20 to 260 is how many is going to be here. And there's already a breach, so 25 days. I definitely expect that we finish the war here. We do have a diplomacy perk available, and we're going to take Thoughtful for that send gift boost. Sweet. And there's windmills. Okay, so what are we going to go for next? Perhaps going for guilds for the domain limit? Development growth would be good as well. We already got urbanization. Men-at-arms would actually be good militarily, and I think that's what we're going to go for. I think that guilds is the next best thing, but that'll be fine. We're missing 2 technologies to get into the late medieval era. And we'll have those fairly soon, 18 years and 3 years. And we'll see what gets exposed next, but that's fine. As expected, this war is over. We'll enforce those demands and disband our troops. Fantastic. Now, the crusade is going to launch in just 5 months. So we're going to keep an eye on that, but for right now, we want to come back over here and spend our money on upgrading our castles. This is all going to be very, very good later. We're already constructing here. And note that these are also increasing our levies. So that's great. I want to check in on our High Shaman. He is not giving us the maximum amount just yet. Not too interested in any of that at this moment. We're going to send him a gift for the 30 opinion. He currently only has 12 opinion from that. 157 gold to him, and that bumps us up to the maximum amount. Now, we do gain a stress level from that. I will become flagellant. Excellent. Up over 200 gold per month. That's what we're looking for here. And we're going to be able to construct over here quite consistently. But this crusade launches in 3 months. To that end, they have 60,000 troops pledged. This isn't threatening. We're going to pre-raise. We're going to raise men-at-arms. And we are going to raise somewhere around 20,000 levy troops here. And what's the supply limit here? 15,000? Okay, sounds good. May you grow strong and wise. So we're 4 months away from raising our troops there. This crusade is going to launch in 45 days. So we've got 10k troops here. We're going to continue raising them up to, like I said, about 20k. 3 months on our men-at-arms, but that's just fine. So they have a total of 70k. No problem there. We're not going to run into issues. 18,000, 19,000, and 20,000. We're going to stop gathering for now. Split this in half, and we're going to move over here for supply purposes. Now we're continuing to gather our men-at-arms. There is the war, as expected. Tengri protect us, indeed. So the Crusaders are being angry, as, you know, Crusaders tend to be. Fantastic. He actually only has 50,000 men right now. So, who all are the belligerents here? We've got Bavaria, Carinthia, and Friuli. Is that it, other than the Pope? Oh, we've got a couple of little guys up here. Okay. The plan is we run at the Pope. Just as soon as we have our men-at-arms ready to go. 30 days on that. We're going to leave our allies to fight these guys up here for now. I don't expect much out of that, but that's the current plan here. Silly Pope, declaring a crusade. We see the Pope's troops heading up this way. That's fine. It's literally just these two counties that they're declaring for. Our men-at-arms are going to be arriving momentarily. We're going to raise up an additional set of troops up here. These guys are going to start heading northward. We're going to split off our trebuchets. And then these guys are going to head up to here. These guys group together. And in they go. We're going to need a siege commander here, if we've got one. A lot of our guys are imprisoned. Or commanding other armies. That's okay. This guy is also commanding another army. Okay. We're going to select no commander here for the moment. And we're going to put that guy in here. Okay. Beautiful. So we're making our way up. We'll see if he decides to stack wipe this. There are no troops here right now. Okay, let's just group here and see if he's going to siege this. He's not. He's walking out. By the way, we're already arriving at Rome. Rome is under siege. 9 months left on that siege. Okay, we're going to group these guys together. And we don't need that many more troops over here. If this guy's just going to chill, I'm going to let him. This is fine. Where is the Pope located? The Pope is in Rome. Okay. Which is under siege. Gonna move these guys up to here. And now our troops are arriving to fill out this army. We're gonna raise up perhaps, I don't know, like 20,000 here. Should be more than enough. Yeah, they attacked Ravenna. That's expected. Camp Smiths have been constructed. That's okay. 1920. Good. Now, we're going to come in over here. These guys are just chilling. Our siege of Rome will be over soon. And in we go. Yeah, that's what I thought. The Pope loses this quite hard. We do have a dangerous faction brewing. This isn't tremendously surprising because we did just take over as this guy. There's no doubt about that. This guy, can we do anything with him? Perhaps is the answer. Almost certainly. Just a courtier? Do we not have a child yet? We do, a son. Okay. All we have are sons, so that should be fine. I don't really want to use the player heir for this unless I have to, but we'll go ahead and send that proposal. That will drop them down below the threshold, so that'll be just fine. Also, we're in a holy war right now. Can you guys chill? Thanks. Okay, so we're going to win this battle. No problem whatsoever. The Pope is destroyed. Excellent. We're going to move in over here. This is only a level 1 castle. Okay. And Rome is falling. Now, I'm going to leave this force here, but we're going to split it and have these guys move out over here. These guys, they're going to chase down the Pope's armies because the Pope's army can actually defeat our siege force, and we don't necessarily want that. We must stop the villain behind this. That is true. And the Pope is going to continue to hire mercs and things like that, so we want to get down here as quick as possible. So that'll be fine. We're at 17%, but it is time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we are going to see about beating the Pope and all of his hordes of mercenaries here. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.